Yo, what's going on, everyone? So in today's video, we're just going to be reviewing some replays, and yeah, let's just get into it. So the first replay here, I believe, is against, what is this? Okay, so it's a Mega Knight, it's the Mega Knight Minor Bait deck, so Mega Goblins is what I hear commonly referred to as. So I believe this is also, like, probably, like, top 10k, maybe top 5k. So I failed to catch his Minor here, so he's gonna go for the Prince, and immediately he goes Prince. I'm like, oh boy, it's my favorite deck in the entire game. It's not the worst matchup, but it's pretty bad. So he just spends like a gajillion elixir here, and you know, does all that fun stuff. I'll give myself a pause opportunity. Nope, maybe not. Okay. So here, I know that he uses Mega Knight, his Prince, and his Wall Breakers. So I know that he can't have either of them in hand, which are his best tanks. So I know that he's probably not going to Minor my xbow, because at this point, the xbow's halfway through, and by the time the Minor gets there, he'll probably get a lock. And then he's going to have to go Prince, so it's just really not worth it. So he's probably going to go for his Goblin Gang or Inferno Dragon. But most of the time, you're going to go for Goblin Gang in the middle, because it's the safest option, because if you go Inferno Dragon, I can just go Skelly to something, right? So, as you see, go for the xbow, throw the pre-log, knock all that away, gone, go Skellies just in case he goes Inferno Dragon, and also tank for the Prince for a second. Prince hops, go E-Spirit, the tank, and then retard onto the Knight. And that's going to be a huge lock, not going to defend it any longer because the xbow's dead. It'd be a huge overcommit if I did. So yeah, that lock basically won me the game. Well, not basically won me the game, it did win me the game. I go Archers here, I panicked, I thought he hit both Archers, so I went for Tesla, but it wasn't really needed. But either way, better to be safe than sorry. He can't really punish me for that because he was low when he did that. So I go for log there. And at this point, I know I can just play defensive. I just need to chuck like 2-3 fireballs and some logs. I hit the E-Spirit connection there, so I only need to cycle 2 fireballs now. He's going for a big push. I has Kite, E-Spirit, blah 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 blah, yada yada yada. And then Kablam, Kaplow, take that. Skeletons that weren't needed, but I didn't want the Inferno Dragon locking on. Just fireball because he goes Prince to the back at this point. I know I can just stall long enough, and, you know, big fat man with big giant balls trying to squish me with them, just shove me right in between them. You know, it's not going to work out too well for this guy, so. That was against, I can't remember his name, but we're up against Code Rockstar now, who, I recognize the name, and I actually checked, and this guy's like a Supercell, like official, like creator, so. Pretty cool, anyway. So he's playing RG here, and this is actually insane. Like, I want to explain my thought process when this happens. So I go for that, he fireballs, which is fine, I guess. Fair play, I go E-Spirit the pressure, Skelly's the Kite, and then they're going to go back for the egg, so not the log or anything. Ghost comes down. I'm going to go for my Knight. When I was recording this, I thought that that was the moment, but it wasn't. I think I do that a little bit. I go E-Spirit here the pressure again. And then Tesla's going to take care of a bunch of that. Yeah, see, I thought it was going to happen there, but it didn't. You'll see what I'm talking about in a second. So I tank for that, and then I think it's here. Yep. So basically, he has Phoenix. He spent 4, right? So he's at 6. I can't go xbow. But there's a Knight and Archer, and he's not going to want the Archer to chip away at the Phoenix. So I knew he was going to spend either like a Spirit or Skeletons or like Log or something. So I predicted that he would do that so that I could go xbow, so that he couldn't go RG. So basically, he put Phoenix, that's 4, and then I know he's going to counter the Archer, so he's going to spend more, which will let me get an xbow lock, which is very crucial against RG decks, because you will almost never get that. So anyway, I guess the xbow just magically vanished. Oh, it's back, welcome back. What? Okay, I guess I'm just trying to go back to the moment where it happened. Sorry, I just wanted to record this just in case these replays went away, so I just explained that, and we're just going back in time. So as you see, I predicted that he would go Logger there, and he wastes E-Spirit. So he's chipping away at these Skeletons now. He's going to go for Fisher, protect with Log E-Spirit. Unfortunately, I can't retarget the Ghost, which would have got me a huge lock, and definitely like 100% won me the game. But still a really crucial lock, and really well played by me. Like, really, like, smart play there. Not to toot my own horn or anything like that, actually, it was a really good play. So, now we're just defending, gotta keep my Teslas alive. At this point, I'm not sure if he is, like, the evolved RG or not, which, by the way, I'm not, just nerf that card, please. Please nerf Evolved RG. At least make it take 3 cycles. Or, it's actually, yeah, it's only 1 cycle, or maybe it's only 1 cycle to 3, I don't know. Make that 3 cycles, please. Like, oh my god, it is broken. RG's already a bad matchup, but, like, with that thing, it's even worse. I go for Prelog and Skellies, nothing happens. I just go for an E-Spirit there. I get a tiny little lock, which will definitely help. Foreshadowing, that will really help. I don't know, I paused there? Sure. So here's this brilliant, amazing card that definitely shouldn't be nerfed. It isn't broken in any way, shape, or form. So it just shreds down everything I could possibly ever place down, and blah blah blah. Beautiful, very skillful gameplay. Like, I'm not just like dissing Rockstar, but like it's just Evolved RG is just so no skill. It's not even funny. Log all that, go for xbow, go for Knight. I need to go for defensive xbows because these Evolved RGs are so damn annoying. I go for Fireball and Fisher, I know I need damage. He's cycling back to his Evolved RG, I pull the Phoenix with that. And at this point, it's getting pretty close, because as you can see, I guess I don't pause, but anyway, as you can see, no Tesla, no Expo, log, no E-Spirit, so I can log back this RG and that's it. And I'm going to have to Fireball his tower for some damage. So I go log here, prevent an RG shot. His log comes down. RG gets a shot. Fireball comes down his tower. RG gets another shot, Phoenix gets a shot. I put my Knight down late, doesn't matter, something else happens. He gets a little more damage, but I still take home the dub. So a really nice win there against Evolved RG, which I know amazing. I love facing Evolved RG so much, I wish I faced it every match, in fact. And this match is going to be like... my replay caption was most intense Hogexy match ever, which I, what do you call it, full-heartedly agree with, because it was very intense. I'm not sure how I won. So just the usual, just blah blah blah, cycle cards, cycle blah blah blah, spam hog the bridge, very cool. Sorry, I'm a little tilted right now because ladder is so dumb, so... Also, I paused right here because it's actually just somehow got 2 dings on my tower, which is pretty stupid. Anyway, that almost ended up mattering. Just go for an Expo, test the water, see what it does, see if it goes for an XC or Valkyrie, see what it does. Goes for a Hog there too, so pretty aggressive on his end. So we're up some elixir right now, not enough to do anything. I'm just going to log this side, because, you know, playing the same lane, why not? Go for my Skellies, I go Expo again. I didn't wait for the Valk to cross to the, so the tower could hit, just in case he went XE early, and then he was able to just line everything up. But he ended up putting on the side anyway, so it didn't really matter. Go for Archers here, but he just logs the Expo, so it doesn't matter. Still up like 1 right now, so at this point, he definitely has a big lead, because like he has like a Fireball and like 2 logs worth of damage on my tower. So I'm gonna have to catch up. Obviously, he can't just Rocket Cycle. Well, he could if he wanted to, but that'd be a pretty bad play. He goes for a NATO there, and I see what he was doing, but I even thought it was gonna work too, but it didn't end up working for him, so that's very good for me. I'm gonna try and kill this X with the Tesla, just like get control on the bridge. Hog barely doesn't get a swing, and definitely don't want to take a Hog swing just because, you know, he's a big man, and that hammer does a lot of damage. Doesn't help that he works out like 3 times a day, so definitely don't want to get hit by the Hog Rider, so go for Tesla again. We're just doing the same old, like, I need the breakthrough somehow, like, it's just nothing's happening, just log all that good stuff away. And, okay, that Fireball was not supposed to be Fireball at the bridge, I don't know if you saw that. I'm getting used to my new phone, and that, you know, that sounds like a pretty dumb excuse, like, oh, you just Fireball the bridge, but, like, I genuinely don't know why that happened. Like, I swear I selected E-Spirit. I was so pissed when that happened. You have no idea. I thought I just lost the game right there. Anyway, defensive Expo still up. He's going to have an Ice Spear. I'm going to go for Expo of my own because I need the pressure. Get his Rocket cycle. So at this point, it's just not looking good. He has 1,000 damage lead. He has a Rocket. I'm just going to go for an Expo again. And then I go for this log, this beautiful prediction log. Trying to hit either goblins or an Ice Spear, and ching bing. I don't know how this locked, because like that is like frame perfect lock right there. It just, the goblins just were too late. They just didn't arrive on time. So huge lock on the tower. Protect that with everything I have, even if he rockets. So now I minimize the difference between us. Still pressuring this guy, I need to pressure him. Try and go for like a surprise fireball to catch him off guard, but he does XD, so at this point I'm like, damn, I'm just dead, dude. Like, he's gonna be able to get back to all this stuff, and, you know, get a nice fireball there, which gets me a huge log. And at this point, it's like, okay, fireball log isn't gonna be enough, so there's no point of trying to do that. He has a rocket, and he only has 2 elixir, so I know he doesn't have a log because he spent the Valk and the rocket. So the only play here is go for this xbow, and he goes for goblins. I miss his goblins. Well, sorry, I hit one, I guess, my bad. And I go for fireball, and this is actually so crucial. I don't hit the hog, kill the goblin, jumps to the xbow, hog leaps in the air so that my xbow locks on the tower, chip, 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 and the log doesn't connect. A max log to 77, and that would have put the tower at 1180. So I would have lost right there by 4 HP. But I barely snuck through right there. Just barely. And the reason I mentioned the importance of the fireball not hitting the hog is because if it hit the hog like where it was on the bridge, it would have got knocked to the side of the bridge and delayed jumping, which actually would have, unless like it jumped, like just for some reason, it would have lost me the game because the xbow wouldn't have had enough time to lock on the tower. And then yeah, that's GG. So I'm gonna go to another replay I have because it's just some random deck, and yeah, I'll be back when I see you there. Alright, up against Deep Pilate Laukana. He had like a 300, it's like ladder finish. So this is just for the people who, you know, you're mid-ladder. You see random decks that make no sense. Well, guess what? Today I can relate to you. So we go for the E-Spirit, go for the Archer's Log, pretty standard stuff. I'm like, alright, this guy's not doing anything, let's go for a Knight. He goes for an E-Wiz, and he went for a Zaps. I'm like, it's Giant Double Prince, man, that's so bad. And he goes for a Spark, because I'm like, oh, okay, well, it's still awful, and I'm gonna lose, but it's Giant Spark E-Wiz with Zaps. So I'm like, alright. And then he pulls out the Hog. Who, like, okay. Zap, E-Wiz, Sparky, and Hog. What are you doing? With Fireball, Witch, Barbs, Skirmish. Like, the mid-ladder menace, like, somehow escaped out of his cell, like, he got the key or something, and just broke free, like, what are you doing? So, I also, I don't know if you noticed there, but, a good trick with Tesla and Skeletons, or just any unit with Tesla, is if you put a Tesla in the middle and the Hog's gonna bypass it, you can put a card to the side to shove the Hog to the Tesla, because the Hog can, like, see anything in his sight, so you just shove his, like, big ol', so you just shove him over there, and yeah, pretty cool tip. Anyway, I go for E-Spirit low, and I just go for a Knight to take care of the Sparky. I go for an X because I'm like, what does this guy have? And he just whips out the barbs. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Obviously, I expected that. What a real and obviously meta deck. This guy definitely doesn't have like some sort of issue or something. So we got 1,000 damage on the tower somehow. I don't even know how, really. I wasn't paying attention. But he goes for Sparky back, and I'm like, oh boy, ready for more fun defense. He goes for the same thing again, but I just go for the same thing again, so I'm not sure I did that. He just lets the Sparky die, which I'm not complaining about. I hate stealing the Sparky. Goes for the Witch to the back, go for the E-Spirit just for some chip damage. Chip damage is everything, because even like 4 E-Spirits, like that's like 400 or 500 damage that can win the match, you know what I'm saying? Hog Rider gets obliterated. We're going to fireball the Sparky because I know he's not going to defend it. Go Tesla the middle again. He's just gonna go for barbs. He like just spam the bridge. It's pretty annoying. I feel like if he hit arrows with this deck, it'd be a lot better than Zaps, because I don't know, Zap doesn't really have like a lot of value. I mean, I guess against Expo doesn't really have a lot of value unless like it locks. I think I was thinking about going pre-log, but I just didn't. Or I don't think he played Scram at that point, did he? I don't even know. So I go Tesla just because the Hog was gonna get a hit. But yeah, I feel like arrows would just be better in this deck in general, just because aside from resetting things and getting like skeletons, I don't know. I go for, oh, I forgot about that. So this is basically like helped me win the game. So I'm like, all right, go Expo, get rid of those barbs. So I know he's gonna go E-Wiz, but unfortunately I was a little too late, so I logged all that off. He goes for a Scar and blah, blah, blah. Gone. So at this point, I'm like, I'm fine. I just need to defend for the rest of the game. But, you know, I go in. Gonna go for that, and I go for beautiful fireball. At this point, it's just overlog all of that. He knows it. He knows it. Pretty terrible deck. I don't know what that is or why he's using it, but I prefer that he didn't, because we don't need more mid-ladder menaces in this game. Ladder is like just so stupid. Just for reference, I'm here right now. I was at like I was at like 2180 or like 22 something. Life was good, but then Dragon decided to play a deck that's really good in the meta, basically against Hog Firecracker, and now he's all the way up at like 22 something. So yeah, hopefully I can get my medals back and not tilt, but I'm probably going to tilt because xbow sucks in this meta filled with RG Evolution and Hog Firecracker. But, you know, stay strong. Remember, if you're using xbow, stay faithful. Resist the temptations of using a good deck in this meta. Yeah, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. So yeah, take care.